Hey friends of the twins, welcome back to the channel. This is Rhonda and I do have a special message for y'all from Shonda. We know that a lot of you all have been asking about her. She hasn't been in a video in about 2.5 weeks, but we do have a surprise coming up for y'all. I am going to let her be the one to tell y'all, but it's all good. It's very good news. So Shonda sends her love and she thanks you for all of your well wishes and for always thinking about her. And now I'm going to get into what I've been up to a little bit lately. I've been doing a lot of things inside the house. You all have seen the several DIYs that I've gotten into. Well, today I finally made my way outside and I've begun to put together a space that Sugar and I can enjoy for this soft life that I envision for us as he nears retirement. So we're out here on the back patio and I already pressure washed it. I did not film that part, but it's been pressure washed. Swept it down a little bit, and as you can see now, your girl is exterminating. I don't like creepy crawlies, and I don't want them in my space, especially if we are sitting out here and we're just trying to enjoy a nice quiet evening. So I'm just going to go ahead. This is the perfect time for me to go ahead and take the time to go ahead and do a little bit of exterminating. Y'all know most bugs live underground, so I don't have access to this part of the deck from on the ground level, so I have to go through the spaces in the deck boards, and so that's exactly what I'm doing. And I will also be sure and spray around the perimeters. I'm just going to spray everywhere that I can spray because I don't want to see any creepy crawlies. And now I'm going to be putting down some outdoor rugs out here, and these are actually ones that I picked up last year at Aldi, and they were $34.99. I really love the pattern of them. It's just a neutral pattern. As you'll see as we move further along in the video, my colors out here are somewhat muted this year, but you just never know. You never know what color I'm going to choose maybe for next year, and so I'm just happy to have a neutral pattern. I also really love the size of it in comparison to the price. Like I said, I paid $34.99 and these rugs are 7 by 10, and I picked up 2 of them. And now next really begins the fun part for me. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing in the furniture. And this is a wrought iron sofa that I picked up at a thrift store. And it had to be probably 5 years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. This vendor had it originally priced at $400, and I was able to talk her down to $250. So I've been really happy about that. I do enjoy a good haggle every now and then as I'm out and about at the thrift stores, but y'all, I'm kind of a softie. I'm a softie when it comes to haggling. I don't pressure vendors into selling me something for a price that is unreasonable. And I mention that because it makes me think of my Poshmark closet. Just say I have an item listed for $20. Some people will come along and they will offer you $3, $5. So that's what I mean by reasonable versus unreasonable. So you saw me with the fabric there. I picked that up at Joann's. A lot of you know that Joann's are going out of business in a lot of areas. And I picked up this pattern. I got a whole bolt of this fabric for came to $8. The fabric that day was 80% off, and so I paid just a little of nothing. And this is an outdoor fabric. I also picked up outdoor fabric in this cream color that you see in this pattern, and I'm going to be doing some things with that a little bit farther on into the summer. I don't have a sewing machine, and I'm not really much for sewing, although I would love to learn to sew. Most of the time I have my mom just kind of do things for me because my mom can sew. She has a sewing machine. But this day I decided, you know what, I can quickly just go ahead and hand stitch this. So that's what you see me doing. I already had these outdoor lumbar pillows. We do have a sponsor of today's video. I want to say a special thank you to Garvey for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'm going to be sharing with y'all a 48-inch propane fire pit table. My new fire pit table is made of steel, and Garvey has thought of everything. It has a rust resistant coating, and I love that because it is going to be out in the elements, so I don't have to worry about it rusting or anything like that. It also comes in various sizes. Now I have the 48-inch version, but it also comes in 36 inches as well as 56 inches. And my table is rectangular, but you also have the option to have it in square. I chose the orange color, but they also have it in bronze. Now don't even ask me why I chose the orange when I have bronze furniture out here on the patio. I don't know. I have no clue as to why I do a lot of the things that I do. But in the end, I do try to figure out a way to make it all work, and I think that y'all are going to be happy with the reveal. Make the life that you live a life that you love, because life is short. So now I am unboxing the glass for the fire pit, and these are the beautiful blue stones that come with it. It is a lot of stones, and they are a gorgeous kind of, would this be like a cobalt blue? Friends of the twins, when you receive your fire pit table, a lot of the accessories, such as the legs as you see here, will be stored underneath. And they also send you a battery. And that battery is for your igniter, so you don't have to worry about buying a AA battery. For those times that your fire pit is not going to be in use, you do have that fire pit cover that you just saw me remove. And for shipping purposes, they have included the glass clamps here. This is what is going to hold your glass together, as well as your instruction manual. Your glass cover is 5.5 inches thick, and it is heat resistant. And also you have 8 pounds of those crystal stones. And of course you always have to keep safety first when dealing with fire and propane. So Garvey has sent you a little maintenance care cheat sheet so that you can always have it on hand. So I grabbed me a little pair of white gloves that I had from one of my lighting fixtures here in the house. I decided to just go ahead and put these on while I'm putting together my glass cover so that I don't get fingerprints everywhere. It was really simple and easy to put together. It took me maybe a good 5 or 6 minutes, and it was all done. So now it's time to test out our fire table, and we already had propane on hand, but if you don't, friends of the twins, you can find them at a lot of your local convenience stores. So this is the igniter. You'll have to put the battery in, and then you have your on and off switch here. So Shuggy is turning on the propane, and what you're going to do is you're going to depress the igniter switch and hold it in. Then you're going to turn your on and off valve to on, and you're also going to depress and hold that in. And we did it and nothing happened. So then we set about troubleshooting, and guess what it was, friends of the twins? After checking all of our connections, after checking the propane tank, the only thing that it could be is the battery. Yep, we had a deficient battery, so I found another AA battery, and our new fire pit table fired right up. One of my favorites, friends of the twins, this fire pit table has quickly become one of my favorite new decor finds of the year. I really love it here in this space. Having the 48-inch table was the perfect size for my deck area. I also love the fact that it has handles on it. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but on each end there are handles that make it really easy and convenient to move it should I decide to change the decor around. I am thinking, well, I had the thought that maybe I would put a dining table out here, but I have another area of the deck that you all can't see. It will actually be the perfect place to have an outdoor dining area, and so I'll probably do that. Garvey is offering our friends of the twins a 10% discount should you decide that you would like to have one of these fire pit tables. I will have all of the information for the table, the link, as well as the discount code. It will all be linked down in the description box for you. Thank you again to Garvey for sponsoring today's video. And now we're going to take a look here towards the back end of the deck. I really wanted to just kind of bring in a couple things that, well, you know, your girl likes to have things out that she enjoys looking at. So one of the first things I decided to do was to bring out my black chicken. Friends, join me in tomorrow's video. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be the next day. I'm going to share with you the update with the outdoor chandeliers. We're going to talk more about how I was able to waterproof this console table and just a couple of other little things. Can you ever really have enough candles in an outdoor living space? And two of those smallest ones there, are actually citronella candles. Gotta stay diligent on that bug control. And I also have two large outdoor pillows that can be used for the kids when they're here. We might need extra seating. Yeah, the kids can just throw the pillows down on the rug and they have extra seating. And lanterns. Lanterns is also an absolute must, and I'm really enjoying the rugs. The color is kind of that gray and beige mixture, that grayish color, and I am loving it. Now as we look here at my little wind spinners, my little macrame spinners, I don't know what to call them. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby last year. I think I might have paid like $1 or something for them. Not very much at all. I've used them before as curtain tie bags, but this year I decided to bring them out, and I just added a little bit of that outdoor fabric from Joann's just to kind of throw that color just a little bit towards this back area. Also, as we're looking here at the tent, and friends of the twins, I'm going to be sharing more of this with you in a not so distant video, but it has areas for me to hang lighting, and so I have ordered me 2 outdoor chandeliers, and I will be back to share that update with you all soon. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing my outdoor living space. I am looking forward to really enjoying it. I do have the chandeliers that I just mentioned, as well as one other thing that I plan to add out here, and I'll be back to share that with you all. As always, you make the life that you live. Y'all make the life that you live a life that you love, because life is short. Thank you again to Garvey for sponsoring today's video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.